So, some things that I noticed around Lewis and Linda's house since they're not home. They went out for the day to give me a headache break, thank God, along with the little one. I was supposed to go to the beach with them, but he wanted a day alone with his dad, so here I am all by myself, thinking, what the hell am I going to do on another boring day at being human, doing nothing in isolation, and them being absolutely useless to help. Let's see. They installed something called, I think you people call it a glitch in the matrix. They say in life programming, matrix, right? Okay, great. So, glitch in, or I call it manifestation. I mean, in manifesto, I mentioned it in pesto, pasta, and cheese and afterlife places, and then I woke up and oh, look at this. The guys, they actually did what I said they were gonna do, and look, nobody actually came to help me ahead of schedule. I don't know what your schedule looks like, but like, are you really that busy in places that like superheroes that try to fix the world? I'm just curious. So, Lou and Linda had central air conditioning installed in Antonine's house that when he passed away, he left to them. So he never put in central air conditioning, whatever. It didn't bother him as much as it bothers the 1960s year of the rat's nest head cases. So they hired a company called Systematic, Systematic. The bill should be somewhere. I think I pulled it before in the afterlife programming when I was doing one of my accolades in words in order to get a lifetime achievement award, which is what you get in like academies elsewhere before you wake up born, in whatever that's called in your humanness of I don't know how to explain God things to you, and then the people I wake up to don't know on set, and there's no like a director to ask. So here we are in Systematic is the air conditioning people, yeah? Well, my question is, all area stupid fucking human, why is the register on the floor, right? In mechanical things that people know about, doesn't hot air rise? It usually does rise, Nicole. So then why is the register not at the ceiling to pull in the hot air, not pull in the less condensed and cool air on the floor? I'm curious. Right. So usually it goes up there, right? We circulate, we pull in that's called an intake. Intake. Why is the intake on the floor with all the cool things? It's supposed to go up where the hot air is and intake those things and then circulate and cool the hottest air first and spit out cool air. Where is the nearest duct? Hold on. And then this is my other favorite. Depending on, some of the ducts are in the ceiling and push downward through the hottest air. Okay? Some come through the floor. There's to the floor. These humans don't seem to care about efficiency. They put no foresight or forethought into anything. Oh, it's just like the stupid assholes you hired and put in the godly department when you kicked me and Niklaus out in the Tsar and the Tsarina. Their royal house seemed to have been, they've been evicted somehow out of the Royal Catholic Church for the Crown Royal, being the Holy Roman Empire goddess people that watch over the Ottomans, the Hungarians, and then you put in these states. Okay, great. So now we got statesmen. So we've got statesmen. I don't care your religion, but there's nobody helping the one case that all area everyone, no matter what skin color, needed to work on to fix. Did you know that in my afterlife program, which I guess if you're going to do placement, it would be considered technically before, but we called it afterlife because I was in a ghosted moment on someone else's set as the Julia. I called myself Drusilla, but I'm actually Augusta. And I report as Octavian for Octavius being Antonine, but then that gets confusing because in Germano and Tedesco it's Act is 8, which is actually August, so go figure. But Antonine is October, which is a 10 on the Gregorian calendar, so it's a 1 and a 0 inside. That should go back to the Saint Church of proper placement. Okay, so anyway, so speaking, oh, this brings up a very touchy-feely. Oh my God, and not you don't touch my heart. I'll tell you that much. I sat in the meeting, and there was the one of the meetings, I guess, or one of where they paused, they put new people on the set, and then you start talking to the humans. I mean, I guess we call it dream sequence because I don't know what the humans remember, but it was their moment in the war. We just borrowed it for a moment to interview them. I mean, whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do and godly things to fix the world. So anyway, we were talking, and I had no idea that Italians came in any other color than Antonine. I didn't. I mean, I wasn't. I had one issue I was working on steadily, and that was the war that broke out, and to fix the people that are burning, but the wrong people, and then the people that should be burning elsewhere with the facial disfigurement is not burning. But that was a linguistics mistake at the moment, is what we're going with. I think it also had to go back to Greasy Pigs and who kicked the second czar out of the royal crown house for business deals that were not to be done. I think we were hedging at all angles. So I said I would not speak on such things, but here's what happens. Antonin, he was, I guess if he was German, they would call him dark German, but he was, I guess he was as light as I am. I mean, he wasn't dark, but again, it's the colors, the meaning that they attach to the words, but they're only it's part of life programming. It changes. Like a dark German now would not be dark hair. That's with white skin. That's what Antonin was. He was they called it jet black hair, but it wasn't like blueberry. It was a high red, like a muddy brown, but high red to it. So it gave the appearance of dark. I don't think it was blueberry. Maybe it had a purple hue in it. I'm not sure. Again, that's more his painter stuff. I think I asked about it, but the point is it's not the same as the children of the issue in the facially disfigured, and then the dark ox, the oxen, which is why I call it the monkey pox. Because first it started in the Malamar monkey jungle, and then it spread to the children that are as dark as an ox, where they put the thing in the nose and they take the cow or the ox and they move it with, sometimes they have the big, I don't know, they have the same ones in Africa, but they're also in India. So anyway, I'm Utsa. I happen to know some of these things. But your personal issues where they programmed you wrong, I got bigger fish to fry between 1 ply, 2 ply. I'm not getting into the Mickey scripts of like why you might be angry at my words. It's all in your head, and I'm not there. And they won't give me enough time to pause to brush up on all of the reasons why you might get angry. I have to go for the programmers that are touching the keys in one very specific area that are now getting higher empire due to world is all, we're having sexual encounters and everybody's mixing money and sexual partners. We're taking each other's clothes off and all of our holy books no longer matter. Julius and Drusilla Caesar want to know who gave those orders. Those are those hiring monkey junkies and monkey pox. I don't know what I'm gonna get in this box of chocolate for us. That is a gumption of another thing. I don't know why you idiots take the white kid and put him on the braces on his legs so he can't even walk or run, but to tell everybody, but you let the ox people with the nose thing, all of a sudden you teach them how to hurt people elsewhere, that you lie and say, I mean, it is like leading the children of the stupids, and then they get mad, and then they want to hurt you. So I said, listen to me, I did not even know where I come from. I call things all different. I have to make up words and put letters together. I'm the Holy Roman Empire, with no religion. I'm the pagan part, the occult, because I'm the Nicole. So anyway, and I have timing issues. So the thing is that I did not know that the Italians call the people what I call the Middle East, like Afghan, not Iraq, maybe Iraq, right? Not Iran though, right? Those people, the Italians call them Mediterranean, and they used to call them gypsies. Now, the thing is that there's certain areas where certain words were programmed with meaning to trigger a response in your humanness. So what happens is the word Mediterranean goes with that gypsy word. What I know to be true from Holy Roman Empire, where we protect humanity from a god worlds away that comes and watches over the long count calendar, and the short count shall be there eventually, but there's seeds there, and we took the worst case scenario being the direct bloodline of Julius, Augusta, and Octavia Caesar, Drusilla Caesar, being the Holy Roman Empire, which people have heard. You know that there is the Torah and the Jewish people, or that's the words that the Americans used in a television show. I think Britain sent that over. I don't know if that's more of the Gonk, that's like Korean in the ear. I'm not sure. So what happens is the gypsies, they were programming the gypsies, the men of the Giza Plateau, let's say, their appearance, to migrate towards Sicily and up through the bottom of the shoe of Italy, the boot, yeah, the Boot, the Shoe. So when they were coming up through there, they were checking for holes in the matrix, like I tell you, why is the cool air at the bottom of the wall instead of where the hot tempers are at the top? Why are you taking cool air in to recirculate it? You need to take the hottest air in and recirculate it. Do you understand? Same thing with the gypsies. They were sending the gypsies up through in life programming. I don't know why. And then they were using trigger words for security purposes for elsewhere, to then do the global security to inform if their humans are working properly or not, which is why the Italians were like, no, on the gypsies, we don't like gypsies, they're not good. And I think that's where the north and the south of Italy got the thing with they get angry with why do the northern Italians think that they are so important? Well, I don't know how that got programmed in, but they are, because they're closer to the mainframe of Europe. And you guys in the lower region are a little cooler on the temperament, usually, and you're supposed to send word up the boot that then goes and transponds elsewhere in neural network. That's the way that it works. So I don't know why the word Mediterranean is maybe okay, but then it might trigger somebody else off. So I never know. It's like walking a tripwire or a landmine in Viet Cong where they put the things in the floor and you can't see them and you're walking and you're like, oh my God, I hope that I'm not going. I think that the Mediterranean Afghan men also did that with roadside bombs in the War of the Desert Shield and Desert Storm, and nobody knows why anybody's fighting over a desert.